Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Many Polos.
I mean, you can't always make the best out of your shitty situation, but in the end, if you're in a pile of shit, you're in a pile of shit.
Boop. Which he has been in quite a few piles of shit.
He has, which is why I'm very surprised. I guess he has to say shit like that, because that's the people he talks to, right? Or people that are literally standing in piles of shit, and so you can't look at them and be like, eh.
That was on a talk show that he had said that. I want to say it may have been a talk with Shapiro or what's his face, Rogan.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I can't say that that's the wrong way to look at it personally from my view, just because like there's always something terrible about any situation. And if you fixate on that terrible thing, then it's terrible. But if you fixate on something else that's not as terrible, or at least maybe potentially even good, then the situation's better.
You just need good coworkers. As long as you have good coworkers, any
you
job
have good coworkers?
Those exist?
Do you know how many jobs I've had, ma'am? I have had more job than all you guys combined. I can almost guarantee that. I've never found a good coworker.
I don't know. How many jobs have you had? I've worked lots of places.
Easily over 15.
For employers.
Yes.
You've been an employee. Okay, let me think about this one.
I've had one.
4, 5, 6.
Well, congratulations, Johnny. You're part of the problem.
I don't.
7.
Don't worry. They're taking my job away. It's all being automated.
Seriously?
I've had like 9. Okay, so not quite 15, but I'm up there.
Oh yeah, all Kroger's meat's all pre-packed. I don't cut anything anymore.
Oh.
I got hired.
That's much safer. Butchering is a very dangerous job.
No,
psychologically or like for digits? Because I think it's both.
They don't even care that it's safer. It's cheaper.
Yeah,
that is true.
That is all they care.
Touche.
Hi, Jesse. We haven't heard from you, but I see that you're on.
Hi.
Hi.
One of us. One of us.
Oh,
Such
so
enthusiasm in your voice.
I am ill.
You screamed it.
Corona.
But you're here.
She got the Rona?
Yeah, I do.
Oh no.
I have my mask on now. I'm safe.
The worst thing is the sore throat and my voice keeps like coming in and out. So I'm gonna try to like keep myself muted as much as possible just so that I don't like wear it out.
You got body aches?
No.
Oh, that's the only thing I had. It was horrible. That sucked.
I am tired, but no body aches.
Well.
Congestion.
So, the people who I work with, we'll say, peons that work for me, they got COVID. I'm not gonna say with me because they're really usually working fucking against me. They had the cough for like a month after they got rid of it.
Yeah,
The cough didn't leave them.
One of my coworkers who's actually stationed in Soonville. He hasn't had it for like 2 months.
I'm fine with standing up against the government. I'm a big fan of that. But really, over a mask, you motherfuckers? I can name so many other reasons, but the mask was the last straw for you. That is sad.
And it's been proven to be effective. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you wear it right, it actually, like, really helps. Like, it's not even... Because the government does a lot of stupid stuff sometimes. A lot of ineffective, stupid stuff. But masks are not one of them. That was, like, the wrong hill to die on.
And the crazy thing is, it's not like our healthcare people have been wearing... Like, literally people in hospitals have been wearing effing masks since, like, as long as it's been a thing. So it's not like, oh, it's this new, like, found knowledge. Like, no, shit. Like, doctors wear masks 24/7. Like,
Yeah, my aunt tried to tell me she couldn't breathe in her medical mask, and I was like, then how do surgeons perform surgery for like, 5, 6, 10 hours, and like they're okay? Like you can't tell me a surgeon performing surgery is not getting the oxygen he needs, right?
Yeah.
Like through the
They
same
would be
mask that
dead.
you're wearing. Yeah, right. Like
You're gonna sit there and tell me that if my fart can make it through my underwear and through my jeans and to your mouth, that mask ain't gonna do nothing for you. I've actually heard that argument. Not lying.
That's fantastic.
Oh, God bless America. I love, natural selection's a thing. It's fine.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
God bless America if you're a rich white man.
Ooh.
Yeah, fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
On that note, hi, Sarah.
Hey, I'm just gonna warn you now. My stomach has been super, super upset since returning from Mexico. So if I like disappear because I don't want to like interrupt you guys, I'll just be
In the
on
corner
the toilet.
puking.
Yeah,
Did
Did
you
you
get the revenge?
I didn't drink any of the water. I don't know what happened because it wasn't until after we got back home that
Did
both
you-
Mike and I have been experiencing digestive issues.
Did you eat the worm?
No, I did not eat the worm. I know what you're talking about, and no, I did not eat it.
Okay.
Follow-up question: why didn't you eat it?
I agree. Thank you.
There was no worm presented.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
You should have been offended. You're American.
Yeah. Caca!
That is our natural state of being, offended.
Yeah, basically. Because we were in a resort, and it was all levels of being offended. Just all over the place. I was like, oh my god, I'm not with these people.
Canadian
Thanks for
A,
adding
maple
offended as a
syrup.
new D&D alliance.
Toboggan.
What?
Say it again.
Toboggan.
What I heard.
Toboggan!
Yeah, seriously, that's all I heard was someone shouting toboggan.
Maybe that was a safe word.
I said
Maybe.
something about, you pretend to be Canadian, eh?
Oh.
Follow the Americans
Oh.
around your big ass hat. It's like,
Oh.
toboggan. wanna go
Oh.
sledding, eh? Toboggan. Maple syrup.
Okay. Get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Don't know who it's hey from. Yeah, come in with an American accent. Like literally, it was just like Mike and I sitting quietly in the corner while Americans were just being loud as fuck, like yelling at people about their service. And you're just like, okay, just go drink your wine. Like this is an all-inclusive resort. Like really, like what'd you expect when you came here? Like, I don't know. It was beautiful.
Have a
though.
good time though. Was it nice?
Yeah, it was.
Good.
It was gorgeous beyond anything I could compare. It like just the water alone. Like I don't know how it was that clear, like that far down.
Where were you?
We were just south of Cancun.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
the golf is wonderful.
Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. Though my only advice for my super white friends, and I am talking about skin color,
Hi.
the lack of in the terms of lack of sun defense, being a pretty crispy person myself, my skin didn't even know how to handle itself. We went through 5 bottles of sunscreen in 5 days,
Oh my god.
5 bottles of 50 SPF, and we didn't get sunburn, but I still got sun poisoning because the
What?
sun was just so much.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, I like walked away and I was like, how the fuck do I had like the bumps all over my skin,
Mhm.
and I was like, Yeah, no sunburn, but walked away with sun poisoning. Like,
Oh.
So wear shirts. Just accept that
the
your
fun
skin
of being pale.
shouldn't be exposed in Mexico. I mean, but it still was an amazing time. I'm just being dramatic. We got to see monkeys, like wild monkeys, just chilling at the resort. And they were super cute and like awkwardly lanky and funny. It was great. It was amazing. So
Can't believe I've done this.
Good. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
yeah, very needed. Very needed.
I'm glad we're finally getting some sun up here, but I think we've got everyone we're going to get tonight. I haven't heard back from a few, or a couple rather, but
I'm outside with Bella, just so you know. I'm heading back towards my apartment, but I'm not quite there yet.
okay.
But I will eventually be there,
Did you?
just so you know.
Okay, you did. So you weren't there when you jumped on either, so you don't know what the word is when you're there. That's all right.
Correct. I opened Astral, but I didn't join the campaign. But I will be there soon.
Okay. I think right now I can start with Chauvin a little bit anyhow, because what happened with that scenario is everyone had woken up because they'd all slept in the main chamber of Alfred's study is what had happened. The individual who had been chained and nearly beaten to death by Warren and brained but then brought back was, friendly enough to welcome you into the third level of hell, just kind of as a recap for everyone, and was just ordering everyone breakfast that is in his laboratory right now. But Chauvin, you're waking up in that first chamber that you guys had been in, with a table. The books and everything back were kind of returned to the shelf as well, except for the one that was mangled and burned.
A damn bird.
Still on the floor. It could not be repaired because you'd seen Alfred use a spell before you had dozed off to sleep in that corner to repair that, and you'd kind of raised your eye to see all the rest of the companions leave from the chamber behind you that you're facing now, that had a small fire crackling in it you can hear, and also you'd seen them walk out the front door through that cracked eyelid and out to, you're thinking, to the left from that door.
Oh, they went out the door?
Yes,
Ah.
correct. But from there you're not 100% sure.
There's a rat carcass. That's good. Good.
Okay. No particular interests for Chauvin, and you're kind of catching the tail ends of conversation before a door slams up in that direction.
Oh, cool. That thing's dead. Good. Door slam.
And you're hearing from the corridor in front of you of the gibbering mouths you'd seen or heard from before. So it's kind of just hanging out around the corner. Doesn't seem to react as you poke your head around either. Just is flailing there. But you're as you were passing though, you'd heard your companions back this way.
I make it super realistic. Gotta stay up against this wall. Ah, there we go. Here.
And
This way.
you're catching bits of their conversation through it sounds like a wall right here. You're not quite sure how to open the door, but you're standing on the outside of where you think your friends are conversating.
I'm listening. I'd like to listen to the wall.
Okay.
I guess I should have D&D Beyond brought up.
I'm looking at everyone else inside the room. So Ash, okay, Poop Pocket, Zolas,
Good old poop pocket.
Is everyone else
Oh.
loaded in besides?
Did I happen to get the level up at any point?
What level you showing there? Okay, I see 5.
I'm 4, but I should have been 5. No, I'm 4. Well, I may be level 5, but I'm still 4. I never went up, never did any of that shit to go to
okay.
5.
It does say that you're level 5 on D&D Beyond, but yeah, you can.
Yeah, it says my name, Chauvin.
Uh-huh.
Then it says Wood Elf Druid 4, because I didn't put a point anywhere.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can take that because you were sleeping. You guys had slept during, and you hadn't participated in that last session before, so that all that XP would have been from the session before that, in which you would have slept before.
Level 5, look at me go. I'm amazing. People say nice things about me behind my back. I hope.
He's got a big penis.
Don't fucking lie to people, Johnny.
It's a compliment! It's big in comparison.
I'm not even gonna ask in comparison to what. Why do I have the sunglasses?
Why is Mariel running a vacuum?
Do you wear your sunglasses tonight?
I am not Corey Hart. I do not.
You are wearing the sunglasses because your turn is to tell the story.
Oh, god damn it.
It didn't tell it to tell.
Why are you mad about that? I'll take it. I want the inspiration die.
Wow, I feel... What's the word I'm looking for? I mean, I probably won't use my inspiration die to begin with, but... I feel I have to impress everyone, so I have to think of a good story. Now I think they're all stupid.
It's based off of the one that I'd given you last time. I was trying to find my bag. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go grab my book, but if you remember what it is, you could start that too, but I'm gonna go grab that.
I do not. It has been quite some time since I played.
Wasn't the last one like a deep fear or something like that?
I think it was... No, Where Babies Came From was another one. That was the first one I was ever asked.
I'm so
Maybe it was a regret. My biggest regret.
my biggest regret.
No regrets.
She gets it.
That'd be...
Hello, hello.
Seems we lost Mime and then she's back.
I think she was probably switching. I'm just back to.
Try that again.
Hey, can hear you. Maybe we
your
can
name?
hear you.
Shady. Shady.
Real Slim Shady, please
Again.
stand up.
All right, Chauvin.
Yes, Papa?
What it was, and the reason I remembered it as such too, is because you technically owe Warren this. Is what you told him you would tell him, but he's not here this time around. But as your biggest regret about your life until now was the or your deepest regret is what I'd written to potentially.
Yeah, I have one, but everyone's kind of lighthearted. Mine was edgy, based on this evil campaign, and the quote-unquote backstory. And I don't want to say it, so that's
take
something stupid.
there. Make
Oh,
it dark. It's fine.
It's
We
your
need
Yeah,
someone
do it.
who's willing to do it.
I mean, I'm always willing to
Be
go dark.
one-
As I
You
said, I'm not
won't
sure
be
what y'all
one-
want evil. I can be evil.
Define evil.
Only caring about my absolute own interest and usually at the dismay of another individual.
Okay.
Okay. Good
Word.
definition.
I'm gonna go silent. I'm supposed to talk. Oh god. Let's see. Oh, let me put on my brooding hatred of everything.
Like a cloak in the morning.
Basically, hey, I'm not gonna lie here. I've always worked with clerks.
Fucking Craig!
Fucking Christ! Craig. I was in the middle of speaking, and you, bam, interrupted me. Like the rude asshole you are. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Chauvin. We were listening.
No. Continue. You go on your rant. Give me some time.
No.
Ah,
I mean,
Someone has to tell Craig how it is. He
my
obviously
biggest
doesn't understand
regret is that she won't continue talking. That work?
No.
I like. I just kind of imagine like this person. There's like a listener on the other side that their name is Craig, and they start listening, and it starts with like, "Fuck you, Craig." And he's like, "Oh no."
It's personalized. He feels like he's a part of this.
We just start. Hey, submit for $1 a day. Submit your name, and we'll verbally insult you.
Yeah, there's a good.
They
There's a.
fuck you instead.
There's a.
For $1?
Oh yeah, that could be like a donation
Craig's.
thing.
Well, hold on. Isn't there like a
Yeah,
restaurant
take Greg's
called
place.
Dick's?
Take
that-
Greg's place.
Yeah. That's what I was
Wait,
thinking
what?
about.
What were you saying, Olivia?
There's a restaurant called Dick's. I was like, yeah, like for
What?
$1, take Craig's place. We'll say fuck you instead. Give it his birthday gift, anniversary, Mother's Day.
That's
You know,
whatever you
the
want.
possibilities are endless.
It's your 12-year anniversary. Fuck you, Angela.
Or by a chorus of strangers.
Love you. Kisses. Mwah.
Look what I did.
XOX.
A group of strangers to say fuck you. Isn't that precious?
Oh boy.
All right, let's just move forward. I'll come up with my biggest regret. And I'll just pop it out when it's unfortunate.
Okay.
Meeting us. I really wish it was meeting us. Like how the, I got into
That
this-
seemed too easy.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes it's the obvious answer.
Is everyone else into
That's
Astro
hi,
at this
Josh.
point too?
Yes.
Oh, I will be there shortly.
Okay.
I'm in there.
All right. Well, you're listening in at the door, Chauvin. You're hearing kind of. Oh, actually, you know what? Roll me a perception, if you would, since you're kind of listening.
Hell yeah, I am proficient at this. Not whisper, public, roll.
I hope you say that in real life. Walks into room. Oh hell yeah! I'm proficient at perception, bitch.
It didn't come through. What the fluff? I rolled a
said bad
21.
word.
The front door.
Did my roll not come through? No, I'm not seeing it. Yeah,
Have
I
you-
rolled a 21.
I see that on D&D Beyond, though, at least.
I will fix this. Be right
Okay.
back. I'm staying here. Like we can talk.
Yeah. So you're hearing from the other side of the door. At first, before you get your ear right up to it, is kind of just a muffled sounds of companions talking loudly. But as you're putting your ear to it, you kind of hear, "Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll place that full breakfast. Okay." And then it's kind of clearing up as you kind of shift around on there, but you hear a burst of flames and silence after that, kind of.
Hey, it'd be really
There
fucking
we
nice if Sheldon just showed up for fucking lunch. I should have said in my. Would it be nice if Sheldon showed up for fucking lunch?
I'd like to walk away all dejected. I'd like to pound on the wall.
Okay.
Like a cop knock style. Like, poo, poo, poo.
Paris, open door! I don't know why you was very Asian, but
Roll an unarmed strike for me, if you would.
All unarmed strike? Okay, I'm gonna hurt myself. Unarmed strike. Go. Yeah! Take that, wall.
Oh, it did come through. Look at that.
Yeah, I fixed it. I sent through another one earlier and deleted it.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Yeah!
And
Do I have to do it 2 more times?
is that 0 damage?
Yeah!
Okay. Just checking. So the first one, you guys hear a... You're like, is water dropping? If you want to do the... Go ahead and
Oh.
do the 2 more times that you were saying.
Roll. These rolls are amazing.
4 and a 4. You're able to still make contact with the door, but it basically felt like you were like just trying to give the door a handshake instead. That's what I imagine is happening right there. It's like you're trying to knock on it, but then you just kind of like slide down it awkwardly and you're like trying to brush it off like, yeah, I meant to do that. I don't know what was going on there.
Okay, so I slept, right? Yeah, I slept. So take this away. Well, let me just long rest myself real quick. Take long rest. Yeah, do that. All right, cool. I'm now gonna get angry.
Okay.
Can I tell this is a door? Or can I tell that it is something?
You know
'Cause,
that...
to me, I'm just knocking on a wall.
Yeah, you know that there's something, people behind it. You can hear through the wall, especially once you
Fucking
put your ear to it.
People. Hold on, let me use my powers of spelling. Oh hell, that's why I went to Buckeye right there.
Word.
Josh,
Oh,
On a
that's
comp-
why I couldn't do it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
on a completely separate note, I'm just gonna distract this. We should put our heads together and come up with a book for DMs on different ways to fail at things. For example, if you fail at knocking at a door, apparently you just slide down the door. Your hand just doesn't hit the thing. Like, option 1, option 2, interruption, option 3. It might be a really funny book.
Yeah, it would be kind of. It could be. This is something I found the last time we were playing. Is this really long list of random roll stuff for potions, for effects that could happen if you drink a random potion, for instance, and stuff like that.
Lovely.
And it's a brilliant idea even for that. Like, it's something that's going to happen, you don't know what it's going to be, roll a d100, could be anything on that list, boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
Exactly.
is there no gorillas? Why do you do this to me, D&D Beyond?
Gorillas?
Yeah, I was gonna shape change into a gorilla and just pound on it. Then I'll fucking do something.
There's a giant ape.
I
Yeah,
didn't see giant ape. It may not be level.
it's
Dude.
under G.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was really stupid.
Thank you.
I hope I
Thank
didn't
you.
just. It's
I
something
appreciate
that
that.
I would have been like, A, why is it under A? And then it would be under G under all the rest of the giant stuff. It's not. That's not about you. It's more about me. So don't read into that.
Yeah,
It's okay.
dang, I didn't know that these things were that strong. I just kind of figured they were in the same class as everything else. Their challenge is level rating 7. Holy crap.
Ooh,
What, the
geez.
giant ape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for giant ape. I'm like, okay, it's not here in this level range I can be in. I
What?
think the
Okay.
maximum I can be in is 2 right now.
Okay. You're a druid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. It's like I wasn't even a part of the team.
No, it's okay. I swear, I have short-term memory.
I'm turning into a freaking cave bear.
Oh, okay.
Rar.
Yeah. Shape change, rawr. And
Yeah,
now I'm
change
gonna
into a-
use my claw attack 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And if they open the door, I'm panting and look clearly angry. And they don't know why, and I refuse to tell them why. That was a crit.
King Bear!
Yeah, you, on the first 2, you crashing against the stone, and then the third one that you swing through, you clip something, you feel like, and your paw kind of lands flat against the surface somehow. And it seems like the exact right spot because it kind of, and then opens up, and you just see a bear huffing and puffing there in the open, guys. Giant bear.
I'm on 2 feet, by the way. Standing. Bipedal.
Bigfoot!
I know that's not exactly
Actually,
what it was.
I hope to God they don't attack me. Make them roll to attack me. Make me have to defend myself. A bear just opened your fucking door. What are you gonna do?
Should I
Oh,
should
hey,
I
how you
see
doing?
this bear?
You don't immediately, but you notice the door opening, Mime, because you're off to the side of it. But Meridiel, if you were to turn around in that exact instance, which I'm assuming you would do if the door were opened. I'm gonna have to move you a little bit. There we go.
Ah, hey, the door did open now. Rawr and such. Flint,
Now-
shoot me. You
Do
won't.
do you say "rar" and stuff?
I mean, I'm a bear. I can't speak, so rawr, as I break down the door, or whatever I did to the door.
So Mom is just gonna immediately react, which means
That's
they're
fine.
gonna swing their fucking axe,
Do it.
like straight for the stomach.
A soft
Ooh, very
spot.
nice.
Flint's
Can
gonna take
Mariel?
his pistol.
Hold on a minute. You said I could roll for my health, which is what I want to do. Don't screw me, game. Don't screw me, game.
Hey Josh, can I roll a perception
Oh, I
to
gotta roll here.
see?
Oh no.
Bring it on.
Maybe like an insight.
Okay, I could be an insight, but my thought was I wanted to try to perceive if I've noticed any awkwardness from this bear, that it might not be an actual bear.
Wait, no, you know it's me! You know it's me!
I
Because
know
the bear's
why.
wearing cargo shorts!
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is
Oh,
if everyone would
Don't
actually
forget the
roll me
shorts.
Okay,
a
I think
Um,
insight.
would it be passive perception?
no, because that's just whatever you immediately see, which
Well, wouldn't
wouldn't.
bear. Oh wait, that bear's wearing shorts.
And if anyone has above a 12 passive perception, then yes. But if you don't, then you're gonna have to roll me a perception.
Mine's a 13.
Passive. So all I see is passive wisdom,
14.
investigation, or
Top
insight.
left.
Passive
wait, hold on,
wisdom,
hold on.
and then it has parentheses perception.
Ah, I see.
Ooh, she is not perceptive.
Wait, I wanna. So I just tell you what it is.
If it's a 12 or lower, then you do not notice. And I would.
Oh, I have a
would-
14.
Okay.
So I guess Mariel's swinging because her passive is a 10, and then I just rolled a 9.
Oh yeah, you're not 100% sure. Everybody else is kind of pausing, though. It sounds like they all
Okay.
jostle to get ready, and I don't know what you're doing to attack.
Okay,
necessarily.
okay. So she goes, a bear with shorts, what the fuck? And then, or no, she goes, a bear! And it has shorts on! What the fuck? And then she goes and charges because of pure confusion, I guess. Because, her perception is garbage. So I guess this is my initial move, and I can. So she's going to run up and do a double hand swing.
While she's doing that, I want the bear to be doing like that. No, don't hit me. Those hands in front of you, like, ah!
Very
All you
human
hear is like
movement.
this scary roar.
The greatest regret ever. You're walking to the room as a bear.
Someone who has a low perception, and then he's like waving. All she sees is
I agree.
claws, like, and she's like, oh, swings even harder.
So
Are you
Mame raised their axe to swing, but realized because they have a high perception
And at
that
this point,
this is not just a bear, and just like stops mid swing in front of Mariel and intercepts the warhammer. Is that allowed?
I was going to say more or less that you guys would have to roll initiative, but I'm thinking that Mariel in particular here ran up as you guys were pulling back, realizing, and in that instance when you were relaxing is when Mariel attacked, so you would actually
Okay.
Okay, so Josh,
That's
could
fine.
I debate that and
Sure.
say that she could roll a dexterity to see if she's able to like respond?
on her turn. I would agree with you.
Oh, so we have to all roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
because you're in an intense,
I was gonna
intense situation.
Yeah.
now.
Because Mame's gut reaction was just to attack, right? And like I rolled high enough to attack, but my perception was also high enough to like realize this is not an enemy. Initiative.
And I got a 19. This is gonna end
17
badly for you.
Initiative. So I don't know if my like knee-jerk reaction went into effect before Mariel's attack, but
Mame 7.
that is the DM's discretion.
I was trying to make the initiative part of that roll, basically. If yours was higher than Mariel's, then I would have said yes, but I'm thinking just because she kind of got the jump on you, basically, is kind of what initiative is usually.
That's fair.
I would
Yeah.
consider this a sneak attack, which would be a pre-roll,
Sneaky.
Sorry,
or it would
I
just
stepped
put
away. Did we
me.
roll for initiative?
Sneak
We
attacks
did roll.
usually happen before the initiative.
Well, technically, I did attack before the initiative happened.
But you did
When
have
we're
to
saying
run.
sneak attack, do we mean surprise attack?
Yes.
And
I would state that I'm not surprised. Well, maybe I am I did say I put my hands up to try to stop you, so I'm not really defending myself so short.
and you had to run across the room is the other reason. So I was thinking in the elapsed time, everyone else has gone like as well, but whereas everyone's going oh, you're like still you know, running over there and ready to attack and swing, and that's where I
I'd
was
say
saying
that-
like initiative, but could have saved you in that if Mame's had beaten you over, which is initiative is also normally a dexterity based skill. If you don't keep that in one on tap, I think it is.
See, and so this is a really intriguing part of
Situation.
D&D for me, at least, right? Is that someone does something and it's not an initiative order. How is that handled? And so like, and this is just my own kind of like, just I guess this is metagaming at this point, right?
Yeah.
Is that
It's what we do.
like, yeah, I feel like if someone is doing something, then people that are maybe in the vicinity or the realistic have the realistic capability to react based on a roll. So like, and that's all pre-initiative, and then that happens, and then it causes an initiative based on what happens. Because if someone, like if I go up to you and let's just say you come into my apartment with a ski mask on and you're like, blah, and I go, and I like swing a bat, right? And it hits you and you're like, no, my bad, right? Initiative is over before it even starts.
Yeah. In a way, that's where you could say that for sure in that particular scenario, but in this one, I was thinking like I was trying to think of how to devolve the situation, like Mime was saying, and I was thinking initiative as that dexterity saving roll that you were talking about, basically. So especially because in the situation you're talking about, they're standing at the door and you open it and you're both right there, one would react in the situation. You ran across like 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to get over here while readying your weapon, and all of your friends were relaxed for a second thinking, oh, it's Chauvin, and you don't realize still. So right now you're about to still swing that baseball bat because everyone else just started to relax.
Okay. I mean, you're DM, so
That's
it's good combo.
as long as you're still in agreement with it. I wouldn't want to just shove you in it, but that's where I was thinking of it as, if that
That
makes sense.
sounded like you're DM, so you can be wrong and it's okay.
Okay, thank you.
No, it's a like you have a valid, like it's a valid way of seeing it, right? Like, I agree.
Okay.
Like it's a way. Would I do it that way if I was DM?
like that.
No, but like
You're
still
DM,
valid
so I
way.
agree.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean that's it's his world. And we're in it. So, you know.
I mean, I expected to be hit. That's all I'm saying.
Ash, where's your initiative roll? I haven't seen.
He's in the restroom.
Oh, okay, that'd be why. That's who I was waiting on too, to see if maybe, because right now she was at 20 on whatever the last combat was. So it's looking, I was like, maybe.
Was it Mariel who I had the altercation with in the hallway, where like she commanded Warren and then I paralyzed her?
No,
Was that you, Mariel?
That was Zolas.
Oh, okay. My
I think.
apologies.
Yeah, because Zolas had the command spell to try and command you to do something.
Yeah.
Where is... There we go. I'll make sure I'm rolling from her character sheet, and it was just taking a second. Oh, she's got a +0. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, no. That was a 9.
Yeah, no.
So, Mariel, you do have first go. I think Chauvin, you got a 9 as well. Okay.
Yep.
Just checking.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, Mariel, you have your turn currently.
Okay. So I go and take a swing at this guy, and I did roll for that, and that's a 16 to hit.
Oh, okay. I see it up there.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going with the two-handed. You said you're just...
Two-handed 8, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 8 points of damage.
Are you? I'm assuming you're at your height. You're swinging sort of low on this guy too. So like
Yeah.
kneecaps.
I imagined in my gut. Oh,
You did say
aha,
gut.
not
You
my
did-
gut.
No, that was Mimi that said gut.
I mean, I'm at gut level, so
Okay.
I'm either going for groin, hip, or... I guess it depends. I guess it's a bear, so like... Probably a little bit lower. Like upper kneecap.
Okay. Almost thigh region.
Do it.
What?
Do it.
Does the 16 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 16 hits.
Just clarifying, because I don't actually know the bear stats off the top of my head either.
It's only 12
Okay.
AC.
And I did have it open, but
Oh,
I didn't jump back in time. And yeah, so
can,
You get-
can her axe stain my knee? Can I please react?
it is a hammer, a war hammer.
Oh, it's a bummer. I wanted it to be an axe.
And that was the other one that was coming your way, and the hammer goes off the top of your knee, just above your knee, as she was stating. So it buckles your knee a little bit, and you go down on one other one. So you're
I'm on a tripod now.
yes. Or are you doing
I'm not
anything
happy
else,
about
Mario?
this.
Actually, you know what? Roll another perception for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's all I can do.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus!
In the depths of your rage and battle lust, you scream triumphantly as you see you've knocked one of the limbs down from the.
Yeah, I'm blinded by my horniness for battle.
Did you say your horniness for battle?
Correct.
That's what I
did.
heard.
Okay.
There we go. So far it looks like Mime, but I was rolling some other individuals in here to see, because I guess I should have done that too. I'm realizing I could have. They don't make it easy on me though, from D&D Beyond standpoint. I have to go to each character sheet. finish.
Or initiative.
Yeah.
My tip for you, if you want, one day go through all the character sheets and just change that initiative button in Astral to be correct with their character sheet. That's what I did for you guys.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I normally don't have to go through as many. And I was not anticipating this scenario, so... to be
You're
honest.
welcome. Well, would have thought she'd notice my fucking shorts. Oh wait, she did notice my shorts. A bear with shorts and then
Also, do not
Still
forget...
freaking out.
Talk is a free action in this world. Oh, and Zola's got
I
an
can't
F1,
talk.
obviously.
I'm a bear. I go. "Rrr."
I go for
I am aware.
Mame feels that.
Ooh. Zolas is also not very perceptive. That would make so much sense now.
I'm probably the most perceptive motherfucker here. I have a passive of 16.
Oh man.
I would
think
say my
Zolas is
passive's pretty
attacking,
high.
too.
It's 14.
That is pretty high for a barbarian.
Yeah.
Wisdom is my spellcasting.
I don't cast spells. Maybe I should.
As a druid
No, I'm a barbarian.
that
Goliath.
casts spells.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't cast any spells, but I have a really
okay,
high
wait,
wisdom.
hold on.
Maybe I should. Firebolt to hit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I just rolled a whole bunch because Zolas isn't very perceptive either, and
Zolus is gonna fuck you up.
she turned and just threw. That's her normal attack too, so I'm assuming that's what she would have done, is just turn and create a little mote of fire in her palm and toss it at you while you're getting down from there, just because did that come oh, it doesn't change it on there, that's right. She got a 21 though on that, so she technically would have gone just before Mariel, but neither here nor there. So that was another 8 points of damage. I was just gonna put her just after, let's say 18, just for the sake of things, and then it would be.
What did she hit me with? She hit me with only 3, or she used 2 hands?
No, it was a fire bolt.
No, the hammer. Was that one hand?
It was
or 2 hand?
two-handed.
Okay, so 8
Yeah.
plus 8. That's 16. Oh, I'm not gonna be happy.
And but then it would be Mame's turn, who is pretty sure that this is a friendly.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna do anything. I
What?
guess. I mean, so I like raised my axe up to attack, and then saw the cargo shorts, and I feel like I'm just gonna curse under my breath, be like "fucking idiot," and put my axe down. And maybe I'll take my action to look at everybody and be like, "the fucking shorts."
I'm assuming that stop would stop Mariel, I'm guessing, considering most battle ready at this particular instance.
Or she hit me?
Oh,
I
she's
say Mariel
she's
went before
muted.
me. Mariel already did damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if what exactly was going on with that situation. That's why I
Yeah.
was.
I had a 14 perception, so I'm gonna say that I noticed the shorts pretty quickly.
Oh yeah. But if that's all you're doing, I guess we gotta go through this a little bit more because Mariel's not back as well.
Yeah, so Mariel already went, right, and Mariel attacked because
mhm.
they only had a 9 perception. Then Zolas went and attacked, right, because their perception was not very high. And then it was me, and I'm not gonna attack, and I'm just gonna yell at everybody like, "Fucking twats, look shorts," like not an enemy. And then it's Bob, and then Poop Pocket, and then Flint.
Yeah, and Bob doesn't seem to care, so there's up on top of this table in the center and starts kind of like looking
Is that
at
a table in the center? That's a table?
Yeah.
That's not like a rug. I was looking, I was like,
No.
is this like a bearskin rug, but not a bear? Like, I don't know what is shaped like that, but
No, it looks like a stone operation table that there's a hand on,
Oh.
and Bob starts kind of licking the hand.
there's a. Oh,
Keyword.
oh, shit. Okay.
Keyword.
And
Okay, the plot thickens.
Poop Pocket just settles on Zolas's shoulder after the firebolt was cast, and then it's Flint's turn. My bad.
So, an unarmed strike. That is strength modifier plus d6, correct?
To hit?
No, like damage.
Oh. I think
It should depend on the weapon. No, unarmed strength.
yeah. It depends upon your ability.
My
with
bear
it.
doesn't give me that.
Your,
So I'm asking base.
yeah.
Because I'm definitely hitting her back.
It's.
But I
not-
don't want to claw her.
Oh, well, it would be.
I was
a
going to
claw.
backhand her.
That would still.
I was
be
going to
claws.
backhand her.
Your
Okay.
claws. Your claws are
All
attached
right.
to your hand in this case.
Well, yes, but backhand. I'm not bringing it forward to cut her. I'm just
True.
blunt force.
If it were, let me see what did I have the bear? I can bring up the bear again, but it is Flint's
Hey,
turn.
bear.
So since my passive let me see his shorts, I'll holster my pistol and be like, "Oh, it's this guy again."
I really thought you were going to say, since I've seen his shorts, I'm going to shoot him.
No, I got no beef with you. Yet.
And is that all, or
Well,
Me?
I, as I say, I put my gun away. I'm like, "Oh, it's this guy again," and I'll tell Mario, like, "Hey, it's that dude with the backpack."
Dude with the backpack.
Remember, because Nuisance tried to take your backpack.
Oh, no, I remember that. I'm like, that's not a great descriptor. Everyone has backpacks, I think.
for the most part?
But yes, I absolutely
Nobody
remember
has
nuisance
backpacks?
being a nuisance.
Hmm.
Damn,
By the way,
birds.
it's your strength modifier. Oh, I think I added a bunch.
Yeah,
that was
strength
fine.
modifier plus D4? I mean, plus D6? Or is it just strength modifier, period?
What did you turn into again?
I'm a
Two.
cave bear.
Cave.
Wait, to hit or for the damage? It's
Damage.
one d6.
Damage. It's 1d6, that's it, flat, no strength modifier added to it?
Plus 1. I don't know what a plus 1. I think that's if you have
What's your strength? What's your strength modifier for that character you're on?
plus 3.
No. Okay, so yeah, it's not that. It's a dex?
No, because I have a plus 4 for dex. You add your strength modifier to your hit DC. But even then I have a plus 4, but I think that's because I'm efficient and I get like a plus 1 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, because even for this bear, its strength modifier is plus 5, but to hit is plus 7.
Also, I don't know if you'd have the intelligence to know too much about.
I'm still me. I'm still me inside there. It uses my stats. I use its health, but I use its
Oh,
strength and
okay.
shit, but I'm still me inside of it.
That's a good clarification too, because I looked it up and I was like, intelligence -4.
No, I am still me. I have its stuff, but it's still my brain functioning.
I'm following you now.
Like, if I was also a monk, I can do monk moves as an ape,
Oh,
because I'm still me, but I'm not a monk.
But were you done with your turn, John? Flint?
yes.
Okay, just clarifying. I think we're on Ash then.
Mm-hmm. I realize who it is.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna attack him or anything. I'm just gonna approach him and be like, "Why are you in a bear? Why are you in bear form?" Joven.
I was well.
Does anybody have speak with animals?
Yes.
You
Well,
wanna
see, I
cast that?
have a plan to answer your question, but I have to wait until my turn.
Well, if it's, Ash's turn, I can cast speak with animals.
I will. I'll cast Speak with Animals. And ask you the question again. So, I do have a question. When you cast Speak with Animals and you go to speak with an animal, does your voice change for everyone around you, or does the
Yes.
magic just make it so that the animal now understands you and you understand it?
No, it changes your voice.
Okay, so now
Well-
I'm like growling like a bear.
I guess in this particular scenario, can you click and send the spell? Where is it at? I need to go to your character sheet. I was looking at Cave Bear still, and then I sent that
Oh.
descriptor for unarmed strike. If that makes it any more clear.
It does.
Okay.
So I can hit
Where is
grass with
that?
sticks.
I click on the spell, but I don't think nothing goes through for me.
Yeah, you usually have that problem. I remember.
Here's how to fix that. Go to the Googles, go to Astral VTT, the actual website, and then re-enter the game. You're entering through a different link, which is causing your rolls not to come over, which is what I had to just do, and someone in my group did.
Okay.
If you take the long route and not a short link, it usually resolves issues like that.
Interesting.
Where am I?
Yes, quite.
Beige. Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty.
Instead of app.
That's usually there.
Astral
There's something
Thoughts.
else in the
Astral
thing. I think my friend had like the word portal somewhere in there, and that was fucking it up, or it was different than mine, and different than everyone
Astral
else's.
Tabletop.
Well, let's see if that fixed it.
Because I have our game. Oh, it came right up.
Okay.
Saved. But yeah, my rolls haven't been coming through for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Which is real
Alright, I
annoying.
just clicked on it. Did it show up?
I sent something. I don't see anything from.
Yeah, I don't say anything for me. There's another thing you can do, but it's long-winded.
I was gonna say it's actually in the chat for me now.
Is it?
I
did
Yeah.
not see it.
I
It's
sent.
right under
Wait.
unarmed strike.
Did you send it to yourself, possibly?
No,
Like, did you not send it public?
I sent that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've just been handing things. Yeah. I see speak with animals.
I sent that
Okay.
from D&D Beyond from Ash's character sheet.
Thanks.
No problem. But well, now I'm trying to read through a cat, and but the gist of what I understood of it is that you'd be able to comprehend animals as well as it says, and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Since you know that it's Chauvin, you're pretty sure that you could still speak in a normal voice in this particular scenario. Like, you could, casting this doesn't necessarily instantly make you speak animal. You could choose to switch between them, just like it would give you, for this 10-minute duration, the time to know another language, in a
Okay.
sense.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna ask Chauvin. I'm like, why are you in the form of a bear?
Did you do anything special to let me know that you can talk to me?
Verbal or semantic wise. Is that what you're referring to?
I'm going to assume that you can't understand me. Why the fuck's she talking to me? She can't understand me.
I can understand you.
What the fuck? Why the hell she hit me?
I'm gonna say that you scared her. I'm gonna turn to Mariel. Be like, Mariel, do you know this is our friend? Companion?
And Meryl's still like heavy breathing, like yeah. And she goes, "What?
Is it
Friend?"
my turn yet? Wait. Is it
Ah,
my turn?
yeah. And so she goes, "No, I did not know."
Yes, I believe this is Chauvin.
My bad.
I don't know how a bear would glare at you, but I want the bear to glare at you. Visualize a bear glaring at you. That is
You
now a
can't-
tripod because of you.
You come in. Yeah, I barely bruised you. You come in throwing your claws around all over the place, and then you expect me not to protect our community? Push bash. You
That's
should
gonna
have
be
thought
it
about
for
that.
my turn.
It is Chauvin's turn then.
My turn. Here he come. Fuck, get out of my way. Where am I at? Where's my buttons? Not that one. Not this one. Okay. I'm just rolling the claw because it's the easiest, but I'm not clawing her. It's just an unarmed strike. I am backhanding her with my paw.
Wow.
And we determined that was a +1 plus your strength modifier for
Yeah,
damage.
so 6.
So
It's a
16
dick
to hit.
move. I might
though.
attack you next time.
That's
around.
fine. I'm a fucking bear. Let's do this.
Fight! 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 Fight!
Bad axes, man.
The
I don't know
16
what you're
hit,
fucking with.
hit Mariel.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, for 6 damage. You can go tell everyone you've been hit by a bear and you walked away just fine.
Yeah, because I have 39 hit points. You could do better than that.
Ooh.
You barely scratch surface. You leave like a little scratch.
I left the scratch. I didn't even want to leave it. It was a bludgeoning damage. I wasn't trying to hurt you. Exactly.
You don't have to try. That's the whole point. So like, it's the beautiful thing about D&D is that like, you rolled enough damage. Like if you rolled like a 1, then you wouldn't have done anything. But you're a bear. You don't really know what's going on. You go over and you swell your like paw over. You're like, I'm just gonna do. It's kind of like the same. When your sibling comes over to you and punches you, and they don't think they're like a big brother. They don't think they're being hard, but they don't know their strength.
no.
And as a bear, you wouldn't know your strength.
I absolutely agree. I wanted to claw you, but with the backhand, but he was probably going to make me use claws and cut you open. I wanted to knock you backwards. That was the whole goal.
Oh.
Well,
That'd
you
be-
did so.
But I didn't want to do that. I'm like, let's just do unarmed strike. And hopefully get the same result.
Yeah, and so like by doing less, you've successfully done less.
There's
But
a-
like you can't just tell the DM that like, hey, I'm trying to do less.
Per the handbook, you can state this, I am aiming to incapacitate.
Yeah, there's stuff like shove. There's
Well, you could hit them with a weapon stating, in the handbook, I forget where it was, you can state, I aim to incapacitate, not kill.
yeah.
And assuming you don't like crit, then I assume you would incapacitate. It doesn't state if you crit, tough fucking luck. It just states that is something you can state, that is your goal with the
Yeah,
attack.
you're not trying to make them bloody. You're trying to like knock them out.
Yeah. And my thing I was going to do with Zolas before she talked to me, because she asked me a question, was I was going to smack Mariel and turn back into a human and be like, it seemed like a good idea first.
Oops.
Yeah, you successfully snack her.
And you feel officially offended, Mariel.
Yeah, it's about right.
And
Sorry about your knee.
I would guess everybody else is kind of lowering their weapons at this time. So,
Yeah, I didn't even pull mine out.
How long does that talk with animals last? 10 minutes? I'm staying a bear. I'm going to drag whatever leg she hit like it's super injured just to try to guilt trip her this entire time.
Yeah.
Just a giant bear just comes limping in.
My Mariel's give fuck modifier is -12, so you know, good luck with that.
Nice.
Hey, I think that's my real life modifier right there.
I swear, once I started playing D&D, I've started like mentally just like every time you do something, it's like, oh, like I trip over things really easily. So I'd say I have like a low, like as a person, Sarah Tchaikovsky probably has like a 0 dexterity.
Who the hell's Sarah?
Same.
What the hell's the fire?
so
We didn't start the fire.
as you guys are kind of
It's been burning since the world's been turned.
talking back
I don't
and
blame me.
forth, and then Chauvin, you're limping in there. Or in the corner next to Alfred, flames start to circle back up into that area and coalesce into a shape of a hellhound with a platter on their backs of the food that you'd ordered
Oh, of course.
from last time, which was so long ago. I am going to
A
have to scroll.
month ago?
It was a really long time ago.
Is this food still fresh?
Mama's just gonna whistle. Like that, like, you know, finger in your mouth, just like make
there
you
it
want to
is.
cringe whistle.
Yeah, so on its back there are breadsticks, quite a few mugs of ale. You assume some of that is mead, because that was some of the order as well. An interesting array of you're not sure, because you were ordering a breakfast special, whoever that was. I didn't put names next to these orders. I'm terrible at this at this job. half a baguette, and some plump. I don't know what that was. Plump sauce. Somebody's got some plump sauce.
I
I
imagine.
was gonna
plump
say
sauce.
And a couple
I'm gonna assume Mama wanted a breakfast special.
and a couple
yeah, I
extra
think
loaves of
Ash
bread.
ordered a breakfast special, and didn't we order like the baguette for Nuisance?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Perhaps. Alfred is standing there though and goes, "Oh, grub is ready. I'm not a waiter by any means, so you're gonna have to figure out whose this shit is."
You know, you say that.
Mario goes, "That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine."
Mama just
Yep.
looks over. You're like, you wanna fight?
He shoves a baguette in her mouth.
Alfred grabs a mug of beer off of it. And he's like, "But this is mine." And he sets it down on his work table.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna take the baguette from Mariel and hand it to Nuisance. And whatever's in a breakfast special, I guess Mama is getting that in a mug of alcoholic drink.
I know Ash ordered a special and a mug of ale. I think somebody asked if they
Oh.
noticed my baby bump. Did
So
they
no, I'm
roll
sure
to
Mama
see if
got-
they noticed?
I'm sure I get the breakfast special and breakfast beer. I'm pretty sure that was Mama. Who's noticing the baby bump?
I have no idea. I missed that. In the
It was
conversations.
Zolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because she's like, "Wait, you're ordering a mug of ale?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Do I notice the baby bump?"
Oh, that was from.
Looks
I got you.
looks down at stomach, judgingly.
Yeah, just fully.
You sure about that?
Yeah. So, do I actually know? Like, does Ash know that she's pregnant? Or does she think she's just getting fat? I mean, she's had morning sickness.
She been extra emotional?
How
No,
long has it been since we started the campaign? Like, from the time we all woke up at Manny
Oh
to
Jesus!
now.
it is really
These
hard
are
for you
questions
guys
I
to
don't
say.
like to ask myself.
It is also really hard for you guys to say, just because you haven't seen the sun in ages, for instance. And timekeeping in this day and age is generally done by the sun.
Yeah, so we might be like staying awake for like over like 30 hours before we're like, okay, let's take a rest, and then sleep for 10, stay awake for another 20, sleep for 4. You don't know.
In something like that, I feel like Josh, as the DM, would understand the time more than we would, obviously, because he's God.
Yeah.
And just at a certain point, just be like, Our ends are all exhausted because
Yeah.
you've been up for 20 hours.
Oh yeah, I do. Don't worry. But you guys don't know. So
You know nothing.
um,
Call me Jon Snow.
you're also not 100% Ash. You're kind of questioning it, but roll. I was gonna say, trying to think of your
Right.
upbringing as well. Roll.
All right, DM, it's
history.
time to come up with a pregnancy test.
Yeah.
What do I
What are
have
we
to pee
doing?
on?
Are we
Dion Warren, he ain't here.
have like ash, you sprinkle it over, and by the way it parts, like
Wait, how'd they used to do that in the old days? Wasn't it they like gave the blood to the rabbit if the rabbit died?
No,
the
no,
girl-
no, no.
person was pregnant?
No, there's
peed-
something.
wait. You
Catherine,
pee-
on some like.
you pee on wheat, and if it
Yeah, and if it flowers.
it blooms, then you're
Yeah.
pregnant because there's like a
Yeah.
hormone.
Oh, see,
that-
I know there was a crystal version where you would like dangle a crystal from a chain over your belly, and if it moved a certain way, that meant you were pregnant. And then you could determine the sex the same way, but you dangled the crystal from the chain over your palm. And if it, I guess it went north to west, it was a boy, and if it went south to east, it was a girl.
Interesting.
We tried that and it did not work. It predicted a girl with my friend, and she definitely had a boy.
Oh, I was gonna say, were you pregnant? This
Yeah,
is
that's-
things I don't know about.
We?
First,
They were like, "What?"
first thing that
That's why you got the sickness right now.
comes up was when I type in pregnancy test medieval times was piss prophets in Europe. Starting in the Middle Ages, piss prophets claimed to be able to predict pregnancy with a variety of bizarre urine tests. Wonderful.
Bizarre.
This sounds like this journey into the I guess not the definition, but when you brought up what a cockloft was,
Oh yeah,
and I went on a Google search for
Some-
cockloft.
because that's still in the West Virginia
Sometimes-
building code. Cockloft. Like what the
We're
fuck's
not
a
a bunch of
cockloft?
cockloft and piss prophets here.
The more you know.
So yeah. You know about piss prophets. Not
Some
sure where to find one in hell though.
some
And-
mixed
If you
urine
pee on a
with
flame,
wine.
if the flame goes out, you're not pregnant. If the flame turns pink, it's a girl. Flame turns blue, it's a boy.
Oh!
Sounds like one hell of a gender reveal party.
Ha! One hell of a gender.
It sounds like a
Uh,
burnt urethra.
oh, yeah.
yeah.
Good thing it's covered by
Moment
two.
it hits the fire, it's cool. I guess you don't pee gasoline, so.
I mean, she could like technically like put it in a cup, and then just dump
Pour it.
that. You don't have to put it straight from the source onto the fire.
This would probably be a better idea.
She's like, "Hey guys, want to see me shoot for range?"
Okay, guys, I have a more serious thing. There's a 21 DIY homemade pregnancy test, and
Oh no.
it says pregnancy is a life-changing event. It can both be happy and scary. Pregnancy alone could cost $20 to $40. It's like, if you're worried about $20 to $40, you should not be having a fucking baby. Like, I'm sorry, but if that's what's like the make or break thing, like you have some big hurdles to cross down the road.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Like, if you're worried about $20, like maybe you should find out that you're pregnant yesterday and do something about that.
Find a better job.
So
Man,
the random stuff as you got closer on the plate you're looking at, and you see what looks like a couple of breakfast pies with you're assuming some sort of hearty stuff in it. You can smell some sort of meats, and on the side of that were actually some fried chunks of bread, it looks like, that were seasoned with a
Ooh.
a smashed red cabbage that smells like it's been fermented for a while, and a good bit of mushrooms on kind of surrounding all of that, of different varieties, some of which you're very unfamiliar with, but they all smell wonderful. And there seems to be, it kind of seems to came in a giant platter of such on it, so it seems to be a shareable platter for not just yourself, Mame, but probably could have feed all of you guys. And that Hellhound does kind of seem to be struggling under the weight of the tray currently.
Oh, well, I'm gonna pick the tray up, and we're gonna relieve the Hellhound, and I'm gonna pick the tray up with one hand. I'm gonna pick it up and put it on one hand and put it over my shoulder, you know, like waiters do. I'm gonna pet the Hellhound on the head and tell him, "Good job, well done."
And you
I'm gonna
notice
turn
in the
around
Hellhound's
and
mouth is a note, but
a note.
mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna take the note and say, "News from beyond these walls." But first, so I'm gonna hold that again. So I'm gonna pet the Hellhound on the head. I'm gonna take the note. I'm gonna turn around and come over to the table in the middle and, you know, scooch Bob over. Be like, excuse me, Bob. I'm just gonna scooch him on over and set the tray down right there.
Eat on the table with body parts on.
That's fine. There's a tray. Scream, "Come eat, you filthy animals!" And I guess, although I'm gonna point out that the breakfast platter, there's a breakfast beer that's mine, and I'm gonna push some food over towards me and make it very clear that this portion is mine. And then I suppose I'm gonna take a bite and look at what the note says.
Flint will reach over, take a breakfast pie and a tankard of mead.
Is anybody else grabbing anything? Is Bear Chauvin or Mario digging in here?
I will take something.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Where the
grab
hell am I?
my food. My ale.
And
I want a breadstick.
it smells
I think I eat more than one breadstick.
buttery and
I can't-
garlicky. Delicious.
I can't really pick it up, so I eat it with my mouth.
You eat it with your mouth.
Hell yeah. I know what I said.
Okay.
How do you eat?
Ah, here we go. The first thing you see on the note, Mime, is, "That's a big order, Alfred." Is this for the rum? Perhaps the Shadow Seekers?
That's all the
As a
note says.
question mark. Yeah.
Did we give ourselves away by ordering food?
This must be a healthy bunch. Oi, this must be the Shadow Seekers.
And as you're kind of looking at it, the note propagates some more, and you can notice Nobunaga's scrolling script. "Oh, it definitely is. I can tell just from the person reading, and the magic's in this note. Perfect. I'd heard word of Tanaka who'd informed me that you'd made it through a portion of hell, and were on your way through its depths. How's Baharash, by the way?"
Uh-oh.
Never mind. We'll worry about our dalliances later. And
That made it easy.
and she just seems to keep on scrolling in that elegant script that only 8 spider arms
Aw.
could assist in making, and she goes on to say, "I did also hear from Tanaka, it seemed from some of his informants, that there was a party member of yours in search of Loki. I believe he'd help you getting to the level that he's on. It's sad to say that I know of his predicament, though, in his imprisonment. And, but there has been tell of a Chull in the lower regions of this particular area that has some interesting knowledge to such, I've been told as well from some of my other informants. I thought that information might do you good. If you find anything from them, if you let me know how that went, we can... I would be interested in trading with that individual, if you find them.
Can you spell that?
Chuul.
So looking at the
We-
line. Okay, never mind.
What?
Chuul. Nothing. I'm getting campaigns mixed up.
No worries.
Means you said they know something about freeing Loki.
That is what the note says, but it seems to have
Okay.
kind of stopped with that.
We're on the 3rd level of hell.
Yes.
Oh, I just realized I have a leprechaun spot.
A leprechaun stat? That's what I heard.
Hat.
Oh,
Hat.
yeah, I remember that. But, yep, that was what you read, Mime. Not sure how much of that you're portraying to everyone, but that is what is currently written on the note,
All of it.
and it is
Just gonna tell
signed
everybody.
Nobunaga. Okay.
I'm gonna be like, hey everybody, Nobunaga sent a sent a note with this. Just so you know, nothing's confidential in hell.
Good to know.
What happens in hell, everybody fucking knows.
Yep.
Mara goes, oh, okay, that's good to know. We are trying to get out of hell. We are trying to get out of hell. Help. Someone help us. Spread the word. He like looks around,
Nothing.
waiting for a response.
Nothing comes. Alfred kind of chuckles as he grabs a breadstick from around Mime and starts nibbling on it with his beer. Wish getting out of hell was that easy.
If we're getting notes from the walls, I might as well.
Oh. From the... do you know who Nobunaga is?
Isn't it? And hats off, because Sarah does not have a good memory. Isn't that the spider?
Yep.
Yes.
But that was Alfred's question to the group.
Yes, we know.
So bright!
Oh. Well, okay. Yeah, I've not yet the pleasure of meeting her, I think it was. It's how she's written her notes to me before, but I'd inherited that whistle I think I was telling you last time, too, from a unfortunate individual that made their way to this level of hell.
Did that unfortunate individual have a charm similar to a charm like this? And I show him like the one on the Torg.
Oh, you know what? It kind of was. It wasn't that color, though. It was definitely on a necklace of that nature.
Do you remember what color it is? Because ours is snowflakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, do you remember what color it is?
I believe it had something to the nature of a red hue before they'd made it here, but it turned clear but it did have like a fire emblem on it.
Fire emblem. Would
Do-
Ash have
do-
knowledge of what that emblem means?
Oh, nothing rings a bell. I mean, you could think back on it some by
Can I
rolling.
roll?
Like, yeah, can I roll a history check?
Yeah.
Can I also roll a history check to see if that's Manny's?
13.
I rolled garbage. Absolutely fucking. Mariel's an idiot today. Sorry, guys.
We'll still get through the night.
What was it? I don't see it. Oh, it's a 2. I see it now.
That's a true.
Yeah, it is
No.
above there. Okay.
It's
Okay.
so small you could barely see it.
So yeah, Mario, you're like, beats me. Ash, you're kind of. It sounds familiar still, but you know it has nothing to do with Manny. At least it does not like the thread that you're following in your brain. It had something to do with hell in the underworld, though, which is so interesting because that's not where you guys had started. You remember too, with Manny.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we know if like Manny and Owlopolis have like a if they share the same godlike abilities as like Loki and like Satan? Did we discuss that?
Nope, no one's asked, and I don't think it would be
Are you saying
necessarily
we should ask questions?
necessarily common knowledge either. Just because they are gods of an ancient relation and aren't necessarily believed in fully, but they run some ancient lines in everyone's memories that they existed, and that's generally what people believe is the consensus of how Tareth was created, but they don't really understand them as a whole, but just because they're the scale of them and how long ago they would have existed, you know. But there are scholars that do research in those areas. You're aware. One of which would have been very evidently the from the other campaign that you guys. I don't know if you would actually have any of those memories of the.
No,
I didn't
because
know.
we're there now, aren't we?
No, I was thinking of the. At the top of the mountain that you guys climbed. Name of that person is not coming to me right now, but in Alalopolis though, that was when you guys had made it to the top and were talking to a hermit in the mountain.
Oh, yeah. When we were going to Gargant.
Which I think happened before your Rhythmic Veracity.
Yeah, that is correct. It happened way before.
So you guys would have had. You guys should have some of those memories. At least some of you would.
Yeah, and that's right. We did talk about, and that's when he released our knowledge of who we're connected to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought you were talking about the library.
What library?
The library we were in, not the last time because I was in Mexico, but the time before that.
I don't remember the library. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wait, no. Nope, still not coming to me.
There's a dance party.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would have been technically a library. I don't have it in my mind as that, but yeah.
I used
Oh, that's not good, because I totally thought it was a whole thing of knowledge, and there's the librarian that, like,
Yeah, you're right.
was sexy and terrifying at the same
Yeah.
time.
No, you're completely right. It just was where she was, she wouldn't have considered it a library either. So that's like just how my brain was thinking of it, I guess. Because she's a genie inside of her lamp. As she kind of mentioned. So that's kind of just how she was portraying her home as a bit, as it were.
Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Gotta write that shit down.
So Alfred is finishing up his beer. That's good stuff. Sets it down on the table and says, so, do you need help getting to that Chull?
Yes.
Well, simple enough, but I would like to hesitate you to that they aren't very friendly. I'm not sure how much you know about Chull.
Very little.
Yeah, most people do not know that much, that is. Well, they were there, around the breaking of the world. And they were at once high or up on the plane of existence, but now they must hide from most beings, as they are immortal. But they do not possess much power besides that, and they can be killed by other immortal beings.
Yeah, but like, who else around is immortal? I mean, they don't. What do they have to fear?
Hell. And they're all...
So just by like being cast into hell, does that immediately make you immortal?
No. Oh, no. They were immortal before. They actually were some of the servants of the errors of the not errors as in wrongdoings, but error as in time frame of when things had happened in a perfect world, as some say. It was long before any of us existed.
Huh. Well.
And generally, if you find one, they are pretty well, ready to kill before they actually sit down to talk to you. So it's good to have an in, and it's good that you know me now.
I know something about that.
Are you our in then?
It would appear. He is pretty well hidden, but I did stumble upon him on my searchings around on this level when I was gathering some of my supplies to go back above. He tapped something on the desk, and the doors where Chauvin had burst through close again. And I've obviously been at my studies for a while, so I come to him with any questions that stump me, because he has some well-hidden knowledge.
You don't say.
Yes, I do. But beyond not being very friendly, he also is very hesitant to speak anything other than deep speak, so I'm not sure if you have an interpreter, but I will offer myself up to go first, and I'll let him know that there are guests coming and not individuals ready to kill him, because Chulls are generally well hunted for sport among the other immortals.
I don't think we should just let you go there on your own.
Oh?
Yes, you being our new friend and all, I think we should, at least one of us should go with you to keep you safe.
Well, and he kind of just walks around his desk, taps this sphere here that's on a pedestal, and the pentagon on the floor starts to sizzle with a purple energy, and he says, I'm not sure anyone wants to step through with me right first, because he's going to be swinging, and he'll recognize this portal for sure, but if more than one person comes through, he's quite able and capable.
That sounds like a load of bullshit for you to just, like, disappear. I feel like you need to...
The portal will
One
stay...
of us, at least one of us needs to go with you. Even if it's just Bob wrapped around your shoulders. You know,
Does
somebody.
anybody have disappearing, hiding spells?
Oh,
turn
I think I
into
do.
tree.
Wow. I'm really feeling singled out now. Someone's saying something to me.
You said he only speaks in deep speech?
This is correct, madam. Well, he can speak other languages, as he's very well knowledgeable, but... You know how some of those knowledgeable types can be. I mean, myself included. We have our particular ways.
Yes. Is there anybody else that you know that he also knows and would trust? That you may have a picture of?
That
It's
is
very specific.
very specific indeed. I...
Transformation. Mariel says.
think that I do know of anyone else that he is familiar with.
Wait, that you do or you don't?
Do not. He doesn't really have many friends.
Huh.
That'd be sad. Maybe we show up with a beer in our hands. Who starts fights with a beer? Like we just
Let's bring an offering. I agree.
Go through the portal. Woo! Spring break.
bunch of woo girls.
Yeah.
I take one step forward and I change my appearance to look just like Alfred. And I go, what if I go in your stead and you whisper to me through one of the torgs what it is to say?
He looks you up and down and just kind of like shakes his head real quick, like looks back down at himself, his own hands, and he kind of like looks around to make sure no one's punking him for a second, and he goes, that could work. I'm sure that someone that at least has my stature and my appearance could fool him, but the question remains, can you speak that, the language of the foregone, the deep speech?
This I cannot do. It is not a language I am versed in.
I dropped my bear form. I'm naked except for my backpack and bags. I could make us all invisible or undetectable.
What? Where's the spin?
No one asked.
Well, I mean, am I just supposed to assume?
I would hesitate on that one, Alfred interjects. He is very knowledgeable in magical ways, but even my eyes could not pick up the change that this one has done. Usually there is at least some sort of trace, but seems your friend here can actually change their appearance, not just through an illusion.
Is this true? This has been ability of my family.
Amazing.
What is primordial deep speech?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay. What about abyssal? Because that's pretty deep.
I'm thinking about my class books on that. Give me a second here. And he goes over to the bookshelf. He pulls one up that has a relationship to languages. You can tell it says on the back.
Keeping in Alfred's form, I'm gonna pick Bob up and I'm just gonna drape him around me again.
Okay. It was a form of primordial language. Abyssal. What is deep speech necessarily then?
Wait.
Is it just really low? Like I could talk really low. I could go deep, boys.
He comes back over, he sets the book down, and kind of chuckles at your rendition, but he points to a part and he says, okay, and there's like a family tree of languages that doesn't seem to completely make sense to everyone, obviously, but he kind of traces his finger along. So abyssal has roots in some of the earliest formations of Tareth. This is true. Deep speech precedes it and is completely alien from every other language.
That's good. Is this something that's in handbook, like options, or is this is off? So that nobody knows deep speech because nobody knew to pick deep speech as a language, Joshua.
It is actually there, but I don't know if it is an option for players, to be fair. So I don't... Topics. It was...
Oh, she's looking through the book. You're
Yeah.
toast.
No, I'm not. Do it. I want you to prove me wrong, or if you can, because I'm just Googling.
I'll just type
Well,
in deep speech.
While we're
Do-
while
Thank-
we're on the topic of proving me wrong, is you were right about the sneak attack thing. That like because they saw me coming, it's no longer sneak attack, which makes a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
I don't see no deep speak in the
I just see deep speak as like metal screaming.
It will make a lot of sense once you see, but I'm still trying to understand. I don't see it in D&D Beyond. You're correct. Oh wait, no. There's something here from the spells, but I'm trying to find if there was anything. Languages.
Just look up the languages.
Language traits. The customized languages. Yeah. Languages the following list: Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Draconic.
Where the fuck do you see deep speech? Where the fuck am I at?
I don't know. I'm in Tasha's.
I'm sorry. Where the heck am I? Ah, Tasha's, okay. Tasha's, there we go.
There's also, it goes on after Draconic to Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling. And this is kind of how the list is looking at it when you guys are looking at it too. Abyssal kind of, there's like 3 branches. There are Celestial, Abyssal, and Deep Speech. And then off of that, they kind of go into Draconic, Undercommon, dwarvish, elvish, and they keep branching off. I can't. Some of them
What's
look like they have like dashed lines that they sort of interact with each other, but not so much. I know. I
What's
see
primordial?
primordial. Yeah, I would say
Now that
that
now
one.
that I hear it,
Go ahead.
I think of like primate, and it's just like like just ape speak.
Yes, it states here on the wiki.
Mm.
It utilizes body language, smells, trilling, gurgling, and a whole manner of unpleasantries that most mortals struggle with performing.
Is that primordial?
I fucking
That's deep
love that.
Yeah, that's deep speech.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's even better. I still love that. Ah.
So, and those are some of the noises that Alfred makes when he's imitating that, and he says it kind of sounds like that.
God bless you.
Does no one have a solution for that, or should I step through this portal before it closes here?
Oh, I have
Take me with
idea.
you.
I have idea. We put trinket necklace on Alfred. Yeah? And then
Mama's
we
just gonna walk
listen.
over and pick up Alfred. Just like big bear hug, pick him up. Like we go together or you don't go.
Carry him gently in your arms like you're about to carry him over a threshold.
Then I'd have to pick him up and like cradle him. But no, just like big bear hug. Like I'm gonna gonna pin both of his arms to his side and just pick him up. You know, like if you're gonna crack somebody's back, except for he was not expecting it. He's not ready for me to crack his back.
You know what? I need inspiration. I'd like to step on the portal.
Wait,
I
no,
give
you
you
can't
bardic
do that.
inspiration.
Stop.
I'm like, go son of a
What are
bitch,
you
you do your
doing?
thing.
Oh my
No!
god.
So
Leroy
the,
Jenkins,
Throw
why?
bardic inspiration at him at his last minute.
Okay,
Leroy
Leroy Jenkins.
why?
Oh yeah,
Don't you dare Leroy Jenkins on.
I am. I
No,
like how you
this
cut
was-
off like I was
Mom is
teleported.
gonna step over with Alfred so that Chauvin doesn't go alone. So it's Alfred and Mama and Chauvin on the thing at the same time.
well, it
And
wouldn't
while
be
that-
at the same time because Chauvin would have, as soon as he'd stepped on it, just poof, like would have taken less than a second for the purple to encapsulate him. And
Come on.
is it in there? Am I in the right place? Nope, not far enough yet. You're in
Oh,
the middle.
I'm
of
in the
nowhere.
abyss. Where the fuck am I?
There we go.
Oh, there I am.
When
And
they go through, I want to step up and I want to cast comprehend languages so I can understand what's being said.
before
What the fuck is? The hell is that?
anything happens of the case of
I would like to inform everyone. I know what my biggest regret was. Hell yeah! No, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your talking.
I was just going to say roll initiative, everyone.
Oh,
Everyone?
Yeah. So you're about to step on the portal, Mime, is what I would say is what
No, I
happened.
step on the portal at the same time as Chauvin.
You were trying.
oh yeah, I rolled
So you were
a
in the
1.
midst of stepping as the as he disappeared into it because you were grappling Alfred to walk over to the portal, and he wasn't going to go willingly. So, you were
That bastard.
still picking him up, but I was trying to look up grappling first off while that was happening. And you do have to roll a strength or an athletics to be sure to actually be carrying someone there, especially against their will.
Freaked her out.
A strength? Strength or athletics? Pick one.
It's in athletics.
Good. It's a +7. But strength? Why don't I see strength? Whatever.
It is at the top. It's one of your main guys.
Strength is +4, but that's okay. Athletics is +7. I got a 20.
Okay. I've got a 9, so he tries to like turn away from you, and you just bear hug him and pick him up and start walking towards the portal. When you turn around, you see Chauvin. Bye.
Fucking dick.
But that's where I would say everyone roll initiative. I see the initiative from Mame. And is that yours, Ash? That nat one?
Yeah, the 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my dice.
Mame, we've got
Oh, fancy.
Come here.
7.
Meow.
Mario's 11. Do I got Flint? Oh yeah, I do. 12.
Yes.
Okay. Looks like Chauvin's going first so far in this.
Lucky. Hello.
Maybe. I did hear his phone ring, so he might have
Yeah, I
had to
heard
take a call.
Go ahead, lay down.
Let me see.
I thought you were talking to an animal, but now I'm convinced it is an animal, and I'm hoping it's an animal at this point.
Yeah, it's our littlest cat, and she just jumps up on my desk and flops over because she wants chest rubs.
Oh, love.
Just asking for myself. No one see my message in the chat of Astral.
On phone with daughter. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I got off the phone, but I put that in there like, where is he at? I'm like, y'all not see my message? Does it not come through?
No.
Because they said
don't
that their
read.
messages didn't come through.
Who reads?
I
Readings
was
for losers.
I was bouncing back and forth between some things too because I needed to roll some
You're
other things. I see Zolas got the same roll as you technically too, but I don't think Zolas is going to be running across the room to jump through that portal.
First up to act.
So
I-
far, looks like
So, question:
Warren
is
and
this-
Zolas would also be ahead of you, but they just don't seem to give a crap right now. They're like, I'm just gonna hang out back here and let's see where this goes. I think I'm gonna take him out of the
Is this
tunnel.
room dark?
It is not. It is mildly lit, but it is with a very low light, though that would still allow you to see as if in regular light.
I also do how much of a call it.
Dark vision or something like that.
Yeah, that one. All right. Does it notice me?
It immediately turns around and would start just.
Wait, so Chauvin went through, but the rest of us have not.
Correct.
I would
at
like
this
to
point.
step off here to the left as I did, and I would like to step on real quick. Does anything happen?
And you do feel, and you look down and you see your boots starting to propagate the purple stuff again, and poof. You're back.
Yeah,
at
nah.
the-
Nah. I'm just gonna go here. Yeah, nah, not me.
Nah,
It didn't attack me, but it made a lot of weird noises. It may have farted at me. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
It was probably saying hello.
Well, go say hi back.
I'm not. I'm not the idiot who jumped in at first.
Oh, you guys kept bickering, and I figured I'd see what happened.
Literally, Mima.
Mima.
That thing Mommy. I'm sorry. Mommy was picking up Alfred, about to go in, and you rush. So, I feel like decisions were being made. Patience, young one.
Young one, how old are you? I don't know how old I am. I'm old.
How old are you?
I'm like, I don't know, like 100 something, I think.
Let's see what I have in my notes.
If I am young, this is ageism. Don't worry, I got something covering me. I am 240, ma'am.
Wait, where is that? Inventory. Features.
Descriptions. Characteristics.
Descriptions. Thank you. Oh, yep. I have a dash. Same with a dash. Skin, hair, gender, eyes. My size is medium, though. Let me put those in. I'll make up an age right now. I think I said I was like 23.
That would be super young for a hill dwarf.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, she's the Hildorf? Shit.
And they've been getting along this whole time.
Until today.
Yeah, fuck you. See, no, I thought dwarves mature the same rate as humans, but they're considered young until they reach the age of 50.
Is it? I thought they aged.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? On average, they live about 350 years?
Yeah.
Why is that sentence the same? Oh, they mature at the same rate. Okay, sorry about that. 350
yeah.
years.
Sexually. I got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got it. So, like, Mariel is probably around, like, 70, but acts like 40, if you know what I mean. 70 going on 40.
And, Alfred kind of, freaks out a little bit, like, yeah, this is gonna be bad. Even though he can't really run away or anything, he's like, we should probably, either me or this one that looks exactly like me should go through the portal next. It's, liable that they're going to just be attacking whoever comes through next.
Guys, don't worry. It just looks like a big teddy bear.
That's a big teddy bear.
You know what
I
that
vote
could do?
Alfred goes next. Alfred knows what's up. Whatever this thing is, knows Alfred. It's a win-win.
I would also vote that, but hear me out. I have scale of a shark.
What?
Give me a second. I have a scale
What
of
does
a
that
shark.
do?
A
How does
land.
that help?
I have a listen. I got land shark scale, right? I have
Land
a 2
shark
foot by.
scale.
Do not make
What
fun
the
of my
fuck is a
accent.
land shark?
We fought them in the beginning. They got very hard scales. It's a good
right.
shield. So I
Stole
go
my
in.
javelin.
You guys are pretty
I
I
have.
remember that bastard.
pretty sure that Chauvin could be telling the truth actually about that teddy bear on the other side.
Yeah, but anything could look like a teddy bear. That's to lull us into complacency. That's not okay.
But you are pretty sure he's telling the truth about that. He just doesn't seem to want to deal with it now.
Yeah, but Chauvin's a shady ass motherfucker.
Whoa.
Either way, this is
Whoa.
what
Whoa. You know what? Wow.
That's
You know
right.
what?
I'm right. It's true. Don't deny it. We all know.
So I bloop down, okay? I go bloop down, and I have shield all ready to go, ready for hits. But then I slide out a beer in my leprechaun hat. So I don't know. Do we have any other trinkets? Something that's like we are friends. If we're really like not feeling.
So- We're just trying to look more friendly. Oh god damn it.
Especially since I have Cape of Loki and I'm persuasive as fuck. I have +8 to persuasion. Suck it, bitches. So that's option. It is option. Or we could just do the easy option and let Alfred go down there and handle it himself.
Maybe.
I don't trust Alfred to handle it himself. I think one of us at least should go with him. If Alfred goes, he should not go alone, or one of us should go. I don't trust Alfred.
Okay. I will go with him. With scale shark. Shark scale. Land shark scale. As defense behind. Okay. Let's do this. Do I want to, like, put a glass of beer? Alfred, what do you think I should be holding glass of beer out? Does he like wine? Is he a wine drinker? Does he
We
like
don't
bread?
have wine.
Maybe he doesn't.
We have bread and meat and beer.
I was gonna say, so everybody check your bag. Make sure we don't. It's true that we don't have wine.
I have in my inventory a creepy guy in the bar, Tim. I think that's supposed to go in my notes, but that's in my inventory.
No, Tim is now in your inventory. You can summon Tim whenever you want a creepy guy around, you know.
Isn't he the guy that was beheaded?
Yeah, I
His
think
head
so.
imploded, but yeah,
Ah, sorry.
from
His
the hammer.
head imploded.
Yeah, from Mariel's hammer.
Oh, jeez.
Not bad.
Okay, maybe we should not summon Tim. Maybe that's a bad idea.
I need to create that land shark's shield too. I forgot you fastened that together. I'll make something in D&D Beyond, item-wise.
Okay. Sorry, I have a lot of really sketchy notes half-assed thrown together here that I forget about all the time.
Some
Like,
notes are better
feel
than zero
adventurous.
notes.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, we good? Let's go. It's like getting close to bedtime, so let's chop
Yeah,
chop out and
wait,
go.
who's going?
I'm going with Landshark Shale. Wow,
Okay.
I did not. Landshark
Do you-
Land.
Do you look like
Shark.
Alfred?
No,
have to
I got
disguise?
scale. I got scale protecting me.
Do you
what
want
do
a
you
friend
have?
to go with you?
Jesus fucking Christ! I'm going to
Alfred
hit
is
somebody.
leaning back against you, Mame at this point, and just kind of rolling his eyes like, this isn't gonna end well.
Should we go with you? Why don't we go together? 3 of us can go.
Got it.
Yeah, no, Mame and Alfred and Mariel. All 3.
I would ask not to be held in front, please.
Too bad, Alfred. You're the familiar face.
Yeah, then what
That's what we're
happens
gonna do.
when...
So too bad. I'm deciding for you, and I grab. So I'm holding Alfred,
Oh,
but then I
Lord.
take one arm because Alfred's not very strong, and so I hold him in one arm, and the other arm I grab Mariel, and I step onto the portal.
I have my shield up. I'm like,
Executive decision time.
we're all about these decisions.
I'm trying to find a good way to do
That's
this.
what I do.
That's the sound of portal.
Although Mariel's far away, but
There
that's
we go.
okay. I'm gonna pretend like Mariel's next to the portal. Yeah, and I grab Alfred and Mariel, and we step onto the portal.
There we go.
I honestly was super in my mind, and I was like visualizing everything, and totally forgot about Astral. So I was probably talking to you guys.
So you're holding Alfred and Mariel now, Mame, is what you said.
Yes, and I stepped onto the portal.
Are you willingly getting picked up there, Mariel? Just checking for...
I don't know if I have too much of a choice.
Yeah, see, Mariel doesn't have much of a choice.
I think I'm like 4 foot tall or something like that. I think she can like. Oh, average
And
of
Mariel's
100.
real insistent on going, and so if Mariel's going,
Yeah, I think
back up.
I'm going. I have my shield. Whatever's gonna happen, I'm gonna be the least hurt out of the situation.
And you guys... And instantly, your lungs begin to fill with water where there used to be air.
Uh-oh.
What?
The fuck?
Roll a
I
constitution.
can't breathe underwater?
Can we hear them drowning through the floor?
No, you cannot.
Oh my god.
Guys, Ash and Flint,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. It
Saw.
wasn't a fucking teddy bear.
Oh shit.
Why would you lie?
I didn't think you'd believe me! I'm a deceptive motherfucker, apparently.
We have no friends.
So friends,
So wait, did we?
We're floating in the water. And the friends.
There's a chamber, and it's filled with water. You're kind of opening your eyes and floundering about as you're floating up off of the floating portal up to about the top of the ceiling, which is coming up to be 10 foot, and there is not an airspace up here as you're floating. You're holding, you're stopping, you're kind of choking the water out that came into your mouth as you came onto the other side and into your nose, and you're closing all those off, but you feel your breath waning, that one that you barely had held in the first place.
Yeah, because who the fuck was expecting this shit?
And you see, floating around you swiftly, kind of circling you, a six-legged, so four of the legs are kind of floating and pushing it through the water, and then it has a fin that it flicks every now and again to reorient itself, and two claws dangling around its side with tentacles from its mouth, and it's just watching you to see what happens.
I'm just gonna grab Alfred by both arms and like thrust Alfred forward towards this creature.
Okay.
Like so as it moves around, I'm just gonna like thrust Alfred in front of me towards the creature.
And Alfred kind of just flails around in the water, like, and he starts to kind of slow his movements. And
Oh my god. Did we have to?
the child doesn't seem to care. Seems to keep floating around.
Did we go back up? Can we get back up? Can we?
Get back
Mariel's
up. What do you mean
like-
by back up?
We're drowning right now. Like we gotta like get reportaled. Like zoop.
Yeah,
Active
so we
portal.
floated to the top, but like the portal's at the bottom. Fuck, what a time to not have magic.
Wait,
I have
do we have air?
You have your lungs are about to bursting right now.
No, but you said we're at the top.
There is no air at the top.
There's no air.
The chamber is full of water currently, and you can move in a swimming motion. You guys know how to swim, as far as I know, but your movement would be halved basically.
And how far?
Can I rage?
It's
How far is the?
It's down a good probably 5 feet from you guys.
Oh, it's down only 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Mariel swims down and touches the portal.
And you, just as your lungs are about to burst, you touch the portal, and poof, and a good bit of water follows you through, and all around you as you're sitting there.
Hell?
Yeah, Mame's gonna like let go of Alfred and like thrust Alfred away and just sink to the bottom
My God!
and touch the portal.
You kill Alfred. Mariel is going back. Okay, I'm watching.
So Mame comes back through the portal, also panting, but not as much, but also dripping wet.
Why are
Alright,
you guys
Mariel
wet?
counts. Mariel counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then she goes back into the portal.
Oh. I asked what happened.
To Mame.
I asked what's happened? Why are you guys wet?
I agree.
Alfred's a fucking piece of shit. That's all Mama says back.
It wasn't wet when I was in there.
That's what she said.
Boing.
Oh,
Oh, burn! I'm sorry. I realize the multi-leveled humor of that.
That
Oh.
was good.
Is there no water?
Yeah, so you come back in ready, already holding your breath on top of the portal, and the Chul is in front of Alfred, scratching on its symbols that it's got around your teleportation. It looks like adding some notes and speaking in to Alfred in a.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Alfred turns to you at the sound of the
Rewinding a cassette tape. Okay.
at the sound of the poof of you coming in. Alfred turns and goes, "I tried to tell you," and he's like, coughing up water. "You should have let me come through first."
We have trust. It's hell. We have trust problems. I'm sorry. I tried coming back as fast as possible to save you, but I'm so glad you're not drowning. Are we okay? And she like pulls out her shield and hides behind it.
And the Chul that is the size of like a large dog, basically, with two large pincers off of the side of its head, just stands up, or like at attention on still all fours though, and starts clicking kind of agitatedly. And Alfred like pats it on its claw and arm, and it says it's in a calming voice.
As calming as German.
That's a very common or calming language.
It can be. Don't knock it. So he turns back to you though after that and says, "I think we are good now. I just had to calm. Well, you wouldn't be able to say his name, but I don't think he'll be offended. I normally think of him in my mind as and it's going to sound infantile somewhat, but it has to do with a pet that I'd had when I was younger. It was oddly a crab, and his name was Claw.
What?
Claw.
I couldn't tell if you're saying jaw or claw.
Claw. With a C.
Claw. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
CLAW. Okay.
Not claws. Like CLAUSE.
Oh, that took me a second. Oh, man.
Well, that's a lovely name. I can't judge.
Yes, Claw here, he's a veritable treasure trove of information, if you could speak to him, though.
I cannot.
Exactly.
I just came back down to save you. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I appreciate the gesture. It's gonna take me a while to get all that water out of my lungs. But, so, you've come to Claw's chamber here. You see it's rather destitute. He doesn't really need much. He kind of sticks to himself and finds his own means, but does have his own personalities. And he's looking at you warily still. Claw, that is.
Sorry, was there a question in there?
Nope. He just kind of looked back at you. Well, we were here for something, I think, though. It's hard to...
We were here to ask him about how to free Loki.
Ah, yes. He's probably gonna want something. Generally how he thinks, probably knowledge-based. Let me talk to him here for a second. And he kind of jumps up and down. It looks excitedly, but his facial features melt away really quickly and then come back and change in different ways too. Like he's he's trying to portray something, but you're still baffled by this language, obviously. And he turns back and says, well, he actually had an interesting request, and but he'd be able to provide you with a map, it seems like, of some stones that... Oh yeah, those are the stones. I was trying to do this at one point. I didn't think he would know about this or care enough to have it in his archives, but he has a book with a map in it of where Thor had laid out all of the stones trapping Loki to this plane. And in that state...
And okay. Mariel is visually excited.
And I think the only thing that he's ever wanted from me was peace and knowledge. So generally in exchange for knowledge, he likes knowledge, as it were. So maybe there's something... He obviously can't tell you what he doesn't know, but that is something that he would like very much. He's a bit of a hoarder in that regard. Most of my library is supplied by him, and I kind of help him protect it.
I have the land shark scale armor that I made.
He's got a pretty good, armor, natural armor. Doesn't very much take to wearing clothing of any sort, if you can't tell. Not that I know whether or not this is actually clothing he's wearing. Kind of looks him up and down questioningly now, like scratching his chin.
Are you sure this leprechaun headgear persuade?
Yeah, he's not really into items all that much. You can see the state of his room here. This is where he bides most of his time.
Does he need like a story?
Sometimes that interests him, but I think he's more into, like I'd said, a knowledge as a whole. There's some things. Generally, it's food related, though, when it comes to items that he likes.
I can't remember what I grabbed for the food. What can I just say for lack of memory? That I pull out, like... I think I ordered, like, a bread or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A beer.
Oh, I don't know where the beer would be, but pull out a kind of soggy loaf of bread, and the Claw looks over at Alfred, shakes their head. I don't think he's interested in that.
This is good. I have unnamed elixir. I might not have been. You should have prepared us for this. I could have. Do you want me? Can I go back and talk with my friends and see if we can get something?
Oh, certainly. Now that he knows that you're coming, everyone can come over if they're welcome. I've let him know in our conversations too that there be larger portions of people.
Oh, can I do my little torque thing?
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's all clear, guys. Come on in and bring food. Over.
You're also on a little table. This pentagram is not in the ground necessarily.
Okay. I assume that when you come in, you like kind of like do a bounce off.
Oh, you mean off the ground or the table?
Yeah.
Like you're like
or wherever. Yeah.
No, it's more of like a glow that kind of came up, and you would start to glow from the feet up. Like you would start to reform in a shape of yourself on the table. There wouldn't be much of a bounce.
Okay. So you're not like falling.
Correct. Not in this case.
Okay. Well, I step up the table.
Alrighty. And you notice there are symbols surrounding the table, too. I don't know if there's anybody else coming through this portal now or not. After Mariel's announcement. Chauvin, did you ever get a torque
You're
yet?
muted, babe.
Negative.
I didn't think so.
I am torqueless.
Oh, poor guy.
I know, right? Struggles. No one can track me.
Zolas is kind of chilling out here back by a book and is like, I'll follow when, or you guys can come get me if you finish up the deal. And Warren is along the, just like, yeah, I'm gonna lean up here. Don't feel like meeting whatever this new hell is. And Alone's still searching through the books on the bookshelf. Nuisance, sorry. Just FYI.
I'm gonna grab some food if there's any left
There are.
from the tray.
Mm-hmm.
And with Bob just coiled around me again, I'm gonna grab the food and go through the portal.
Did Nuson say that out loud in some way, shape, or form?
No, Nuisance had just
Okay.
had been during this time too, kind of like picking up a book, searching through it really quickly, and then dropping it, picking up a book, searching through it really quick to see if
Gotcha.
they found anything. That's where they.
I just want to make sure, because I don't know that he talks. Some other people do, I don't.
No. Alone isn't. Or they are not talking. So Ash, you're going through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. This is Bob. I gotta get Boshia. He's got a lot larger click area though.
He does. He's got like a big old hitbox.
Yeah. Ignore, and poof.
I was gonna say, guys, I think I found our friend. Never mind. Also, before I stepped through the portal, I had regained my original appearance.
Oh wow, that
I
is.
don't want to confuse the thing by coming in looking like Alfred with a snake necklace.
Yeah. Did you guys know about shift click?
Maybe. Is that to make the... Yes,
Is that to
kind of.
get
To
more
tell
than one?
distance.
Yeah, if you hold shift and then work on whatever block that you're on, and just drag your mouse, it'll tell you exactly how far that distance is.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
I did it on accident, and I was like, "What?"
Bruh.
Control click will let you
Select
highlight
multiple.
a bunch.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to do, and I accidentally did the shift.
That is nice.
Yeah, because you can just like, if you're like, "Can I walk over there?" Shift click. Oh, yep, can do that. So, Chauvin, Flint coming through, but Ash, you're on the other side now.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear
Oh,
over the torque that it's clear to go through?
You did from Ash's and Flint's that it kind of, because it was like an announcement thing, like, you know, when you do like a call all on a walkie-talkie.
I guess I'll follow.
All clear,
suit.
soldier.
Poof. Poof.
Oh, the heater, how the water? Fuck is that?
Gonna not look at it. Just. Well, I'm gonna have my head pointed down.
Don't make eye contact.
What's that Zoidberg noise? That's what I was trying to remember this whole time. Yeah. So, you guys are all on the other side of the portal. Alfred's staring there. Mariel, you're with the friends that followed. Some did not. Did Mame follow? Haven't heard.
I haven't heard anything either.
Mama May.
Is there something I missed in chat? Nope, didn't
Was
miss
it-
nothing.
Was it Mommy the one that said that she may or may not have to dip real?
No,
quick?
that was
No, that was
Oh, okay. My apologies.
I've been dipping.
Oh, okay.
Salt pregnancy test? I have not looked back at this chat in a minute.
You
Dude,
missed
it
him
was-
out.
The whole like looking up the different pregnancies tests, I was like, dude, whenever that happens, I'm going to test them all out because for some reason, pregnant pee just makes everything fizzy. Like, why? Why is that a thing?
What?
Weird.
Yeah, like if you put it in bleach, if it fizzes, you're pregnant. If you put it in sugar, if it fizzes, you're pregnant. Like, but
With enough force, you can make anything bubble.
But
Just
when
that
you're
pressure.
pregnant,
Shoot.
Also, not to be too vulgar, I've also heard the statement saying that if a woman's in the bathroom and it sounds like she is frying chicken, she got some good puh.
What the fuck? What?
wow.
I
So
don't-
if you got that kind of force, you can make anything
Oh.
fit.
Oh.
Oh. I like just stopped my nausea. I'm gonna go eat a few more pieces of bread.
Ike isn't here, so someone's gonna be the awkward one.
Yeah.
So Mame, you walking through this portal, or are you not down to go back into where you were drowning?
I mean,
Your friends had
We
called
need-
in that
Mariel
it was-
hasn't came back yet, right?
Mariel called
No,
over
but
the pork though.
I called over everyone and said everything's all good and that we need an
Yeah, sure.
offering
Come over the portal.
of food.
An offering?
I have like an armful of food.
Fuck this guy.
Standing
I'm
there
just
and
gonna
I'm
walk through and be like,
like-
I'll offer you my fucking axes in your face.
Be like, who wanted
Maybe-
some food?
So Ash,
Well-
you grabbed a bunch of food, and as you came through, then the individual is excitedly next to Alfred, and it seems like, oh yeah, it was a good call there, miss. It seems like you've caught his attention with something.
Yeah, I don't remember what was left on the tray. I just picked up a bunch of stuff.
I go and like, showgirl, can I get you option 1? How about option 2? Ooh.
And he turns to Alfred and all with his tentacles flailing around, all excited as well. It says, it's kind of hard to understand him in this state, but it seems like he would be very interested in those mushrooms that are surrounding the piece that you got.
Wait a second. You said this thing was the size of a dog?
Indeed.
Yeah.
A large dog.
Does it have anything, like, does it have any, like, scruff? Like, neck scruff? Like, anything on the back of its neck that I can pick it up from?
It is chitinous.
Oh.
Do
Huh?
It is chitinous like a lobster or a crab.
not.
She likes picking stuff up.
Do not.
Do it.
It's sounding like a better and
Fine.
better idea.
Do it.
He's the lobster of knowledge in the gates of hell. Let it be.
I bet he
I'm
tastes
gonna
delicious.
sit down over here against the wall. I'm just gonna sit here and like cradle my axe in my lap and just watch things happen.
Mariel like gives that like deathly mother stare, like you sit in the corner. You sit in the corner to yourself.
I don't beat you in front of God and everybody.
You don't touch it. Okay, sorry. Good.
And I don't know what you're doing with the
Oh, hello, Mariel speaking.
with the information Alfred transferred about the mushrooms, but that's what he said.
I'm gonna hold out some mushrooms to it gingerly. Hope it doesn't like snap my fingers off.
Like a horse. Keep your hand flat.
It's
And-
mushrooms.
You just feel its little feeler tentacles. They seem almost feather soft, oddly enough, as it's kind of touching around your hand, around the mushroom. And they all seem to move in different directions and have almost minds of their own. And then as he gets closer, able to actually, get them into his mandibles, they open up into a terrifying array of sharp things, and the tentacles just kind of like skitter across, and you get a little
I'm
bit
going. I'm just gonna
Wrap
hold my
around you and
hand
pull you into the mandibles.
and arm
No.
really still and like just grin and be like, "Don't show any fear. Don't let it know that you're really creeped out right now."
and it backs off and turns to Alfred and says, Alfred says, I think he sees some more on the tray that he wants.
Okay, easy there, bud. Knowledge first,
Oh,
snack second.
well,
And if it's what we want, then we give extra. Tell them we'll tip it off after. We'll be extra nice. But we need a little something. Give us a little something, and then
And-
we'll keep giving.
and Alfred portrays this, and the claw hurriedly goes over to his desk. It looks like, gets up on his hind legs, putting his other ones up almost in hand gesture position, cracks them, opens a couple drawers real quick, and pulls out a folded map and sets back down, and taking with the front paw. I don't even know what to call those things. They're not claws, they're not paws. I don't know what they are, but it puts it in its claw.
Mandibles?
No,
No.
they're like a
Yeah.
three-toed foot thing that's in the front. I don't know what crabs or lobsters have technically. I have no clue. I would have to Google it.
Oh, they're like chicken.
Talons?
No,
Chicken
What if-
clicks?
I mean their feet.
Yeah.
They're bird feet. Talons, I guess. Yeah, I guess talons is.
I guess. But
They
it
look like
His little strong arms.
goes back down on all fours again with the note, or the folded piece. It looks like a decent chunk of paper, probably a map, you're guessing, that he'd promised, in a claw, and holds it out to Ash, who had given him the mushrooms.
I set the tray to the side and I like take the paper
And
and I look
and
it over real quick and I kind of like give a nod of my head to the creature.
you do see at the top, as you unfold it a little bit, and this isn't actually on the handout, however, it would actually be on the piece of paper, and it just says northeastern corn, like written in very common plain common, it says northeastern part of the mapped known region of the third level of hell.
Okay.
But there is a handout
Yes.
that you guys can all see now, and it kind of clicks their claws excitedly, and turns back to you, Ash, with its tentacles dancing in front of it, like expectantly waiting for more mushrooms.
I pick up the tray and I slide the tray in front of the creature.
And it goes over and just shovels everything into its mouth with its tentacles, just like. And it's still eating, basically, while you're. I don't know what else you're doing right now, but it's.
I'm just gonna like stand up with the map and like back away and then show it to my companions. So
You
that
re-
he can enjoy that meal without us interfering.
The purple glow on the portal has seemed to faded at this point. It is just a pentagon engraved into the table. So, and as you're unfolding the map, you realize, oh, they've mapped a good portion, and you lay it across it, and it's a good 12 feet by 12 feet square of a map. And
You said it was the northeast part?
that's what it is labeled. Yes, I should probably label. I'll make a note to myself.
I'm just trying to write it down.
Yeah. I make stuff up as we play too. Don't worry.
Same.
So write it down.
Yep.
AKA write down what you really want it to be.
But as you're unfolding it, you kind of recognize some portions of it, especially in that large chamber must be where Loki is being held, because you kind of recognize the diocese that he's on, and in the snake symbology of where that is in the northwestern portion of the map, the farthest northwestern portion. And then just below that, you do kind of recognize the cat statue that you'd met just as you came to this level of hell. And then you're like, oh yeah, there's another marker of the wolf statue, but there are many portions and areas of this region that you have not been to that you're recognizing. And you're able to, as you're tracing your eyes over it, recognize the chamber slightly that you're even in now, with the that seems to be an off chamber of a main passageway that kind of loops around this other portion there. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Does all this making sense?
Yeah.
And the south
What was this creature's name?
eastern portion is about where you guys are at now.
Claw.
You're realizing. Claw, yeah. It's
Claw,
also
and he's a chool.
a chal. Elongated, And as they finish, Alfred has kind of walked over to the side and goes, "Oh, never showed me this. This would have been helpful. I do recognize a lot of these areas, though. Some not so much, though." Kind of gets up.
Oh, so he hasn't even seen all of these places.
Yeah, Alfred has not. And the Chollo gets up on the table, looks at the map, and remembering the question, takes their right claw and points at the points at different parts on the map. If you're looking, there are these perfect squares with what looks like a brownish center in each of them. There are 3 of them.
Yes. Yes.
And he points to each one of those as indicators first. But then he takes the other claw and points right next to each of those squares. There is a sandstone, or there's like a weird little mark next to each one of them. The first one actually has a thumbs up, it looks like, almost next to it, where you guys fell into hell, you realize. But then with that same claw, he then points to a
There's other little sandstone guys.
Yeah,
like,
he points to the other 2 sandstone pieces. So there are a total of 5 of the smaller ones, but 3 of the bigger ones that are inside of it. Looks like a square. And the 3 that are inside a square have one outside of it, it looks like. So there are technically a total of just 5. And you're realizing that corresponds to the amount of chains that are holding Loki down, 1 for each of his hands and 1 for around his neck. Hands and feet.
Mm-hmm.
I could have made it more realistic in the sense of, like, they could be in those 4 places around the map, or 5 places, but I was just kind of making a maze.
It works.
Asp, how dare you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Save
So-
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I see there are more statues around the area.
There
Hey,
are-
I'm sending the image, and I've circled my understanding.
Yes. And the you see the squares that I was originally talking about too inside of them. You haven't circled that part, but you understood those as well, right?
Those are also.
Yeah, he's pointed to them. Those were the first things he pointed to. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So so there is 7 total.
Yes, but the 3 bigger ones are next to 3 smaller ones. That's why I was kind of condensing it down. Correct.
Very nice.
And Alfred points off to the far northwestern portion of the map where it looks like there's like a caged area, and the stone is very different, kind of similar to some of the side chambers you guys have been in recently. And he says, "What the hell's this area, Claw?" Oh wait, and he just kind of clicks like agitatedly, but then responds, it seems like, "What?" And he goes, "Huh, weird."
Would you like to share information? Or do we have to give you mushroom too?
No. Well, it seems like it has to be with one of the points of the many that Satan has bound Persephone to. Because she has to come back to hell to visit him when winter comes above, if you are familiar with the lore. And this just seems to be one of her hidden chambers that she's bound to.
Hey.
Neat.
Neato.
What about this room? It looks like there's a room. I wish this would zoom in.
If you make it, oh yeah, you can't even. Pff, that's silly.
Yeah, actually, can I like download this and draw a
Yeah.
little circle on it?
Yeah, that's gonna be the easiest, because then you'll be able to zoom in and out too. I haven't played as much as I'd like to with the handouts, and I can see why. They give you a good idea of what's what, but they do not make it easy to handle, other than just looking at them. But it does give you a nice place to have everything. Like the Labyrinth maze, too. Nice dork.
Yeah.
Well, this is large. Okay.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You can. Can I tell you my greatest regret without any reward since I took forever?
What?
Yeah.
My greatest regret in life was many, many years ago. I was in an opportunity to save a small human child from swimming in a lake known by myself and my people for having marrow that were incredibly aggressive to anything other than themselves. The child had its family at the shore. I stopped to shout and inform them of the inhabitants, but I reconsidered. I have to remember that this family's group had killed off the local deer and raised several acres of our forest. As I decided to walk away, I saw the child go under. I heard the mother scream as the creatures I assumed came out of the water and dealt with the trespassers. I only assumed because the screaming ended with choking on some fluid. I regret this because I know their people suspected mine of taking them since they just vanished. I sometimes think that maybe this is why they... I can't go any further. I can't talk further. Work for everyone?
Yes.
Cool.
You put the memory to away and back in the box.
There
I
you go,
point,
Warren.
I point to this room, and I ask what it is.
Oh, claw? Oh shit. Responds Claw, and he goes, "Huh. Seems to think it's some sort of cursed treasure room."
Perfect. Writing that down.
I don't want to be that guy, but can we get there? Because
Sugar on top?
I'm pretty sure that, there was that Medusa that froze all those giant poop sludges in that hallway. If I remember directions correctly.
You were recalling correctly. It was just about right in front of that chamber. You're guesstimating that you'd seen the Medusa.
I guess we have to just walk in blind.
On the next exciting episode of Maniopolis.
Well, and that at least a good portion of what you can be able to do and where to go. I thought this was a good way to do that.
Yeah, it's a great. Having a map is fantastic.
So helpful.
Hey, as the first time in Maniopolis history that you get a map that isn't just scribbles on a paper.
Yeah.
from a guy that Ash tried to seduce.
I've been trying to get us directions, guys, okay?
The attempts were noted.
Trying to get us directions or you directions?
Us.
That don't sound too evil to me. But appreciate it.
Ash is a politician at heart. She does whatever she needs to do on the surface for herself.
So question. What's everyone's alliances? Just to jog my memory again.
Alliances, alignment?
Alignment, yeah.
I'm lawful neutral. I'm a druid, so I care about nature, but not like trees and forests exactly, but nature, period.
Yeah.
The way the world works.
I actually forget what my alignment is. 'Cause, well...
I am neutral evil. If you're on your page, click on description.
Neutral evil is what I have it as. 'Cause, the best way to describe Ash is a politician. I feel like that's pretty evil.
Definitely not lawful.
They may have gotten a grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded, and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.